Sunshine, sunshine, sunshine. Well, good morning everybody and welcome to another Sunday morning show. Took last week off because I'm here in Turkey. So I'm filming this slightly early. We're out here at, well, this golf course is the Dunes and the Pines. For those of you that have actually been out to Turkey and seen this, I mean, I called Portugal Golf Town, and I would say it's Golf Town because it has the marina and the town that you can go and explore. And don't get me wrong, Turkey is slightly different when it comes to getting out and exploring and maybe seeing some more of the culture, even though we have been into Belek. However, we're here. You can see behind me the guys up on the tee there. We're out here with 14 people, myself and James, so 16 of us, come out here for a coaching trip. There you go. At the front of that ball, just turn it through. Okay. Something that I have been wanting to do for some time. We came over last year. We're looking to do maybe a couple of these every year. So that clearly makes you a little anxious.
Yes, it does.
Okay, so then let's avoid that. Okay. But Turkey is just the perfect spot. All inclusive. Got amazing facilities not only on the range there, but you've got beautiful short game, and also you've got 36 holes of what I can only class as, well, if these were golf courses here in the UK, they would be talked about an awful lot, because I would think that they'd be in the top 10, because they are both absolutely just stunning. Plenty of water, so this is as good as it gets as far as I'm concerned. So whilst I'm out here, I'm doing some filming. Today in particular, I've been doing a video for Foremost, which is titled, "We Coach, We Fit, We Care." Turning on that point, it's beautiful. That is delightful. I want to go into that in a little bit more detail, as I got some really interesting comments last week about the fact that a lot of you don't use your head pros, your pro shops. You would rather shop online, and I heard some terrible stories about things that aren't necessarily working out from a service point of view as the best for you as a golfer. So we want to go into that in a bit more detail. We coach, we fit, we care. But let's get out on the golf course and see how we get on. So what is this video all about that I'm actually putting together? We coach, we fit, we care. Well, it's to do with the Foremost Professional. And if you think about all the jobs, all the hats that those pros have to wear, running a pro shop, obviously one of those, making a living from coaching, from fitting people, and obviously creating a service to not only the visitors to the golf club, but also the members of the golf club. Coaching doesn't always mean, let's say, getting your handicap down. It doesn't always mean shooting that lower score to share with your mates, that you can actually shoot that lower score. Coaching for some people is actually learning how to strike the ball maybe just that little bit better, or learn how to hit the fade or hit the draw, hit it high, hit it low. All these little things that help us not only obviously become hopefully better golfers, but get a bit more enjoyment out of the game and start to understand how the golf swing works. So when you're out on the golf course and things don't always go to plan, you can start to kind of sort it out yourself and hopefully control your golf game a little bit better. And then we have we fit. Now, this is a message that I've always stuck with, and it kind of comes down to the investment that we put into our games. And this doesn't even need to be that you get fit for a brand new set of golf clubs. You know, you can go and pick yourself up some second-hand products within your budget, let's say. And as we know from some of the videos that I've done in the past, but also stuff that I'm looking to do in the future, is there's some great stuff out there, and there's still opportunities for you to be able to get a decent bargain within your budget for that. So being of the fit side of things is all about making sure that if you're going to invest something, you know, invest into it, yes, but make sure you're investing into the right product. So what I mean by that is do your research. If you think about buying a car or buying a house, you're going to do some research on that location of where you're buying a house. You know, are the foundations going to be okay for that particular house? Is it going to work for you? Has it got the right driveway? Has it got a garage? Do you need all this stuff? Do you need all the land that goes with this new house? This is the research that you should be doing when it comes to your golf equipment. What driver is going to work best for your game? What putter is going to work best for your game? And then once you've got that information from your pro or fitter, then you can use that and purchase whatever you want within your budget. And actually, whilst I'm on the subject of fittings, this week I've been out with the PXG irons that I went through a fitting process up in London, and I gotta say, visually absolutely stunning. However, I would love to say that I have got on super well with these irons, but I have struggled, really struggled. I don't know what it is. I think it's actually possibly the shaft, maybe. I think they just feel a little bit harder than I remember when I was in the studio hitting them, and I just am struggling to find the middle of the golf club. So unfortunately they won't be staying in my bag, but I tell you what will be staying in my bag: the PXG Black Ops driver. This thing is a rocket ship. I've absolutely loved my experience with this one this week, and this one, as I said, will definitely be staying in the golf bag. I think because it's so forgiving, those off-centered strikes that I'm getting with it, it just make it so much easier. I'm still finding fairways with it. I'm getting a great launch out of this driver. Got the weight in the bottom of the club, in the heel. It allows me to be able to just really focus on hitting it hard down the left side and it not cutting over too much for me, which is actually quite a nice feeling to get. So PXG Black Ops driver is a tick for me and will definitely be staying in the golf bag this year. And then back to the UK with a wet bump. Let's call it that. It was raining when we landed, and I've just gone outside and sprayed off all the buggies. They were an absolute mess. And as you can imagine, with the weather that they've had here in the UK, they've not been looking so good. However, there's a few things that I need to catch up on whilst I'm here in the studio. Am I filming you, filming me?
Yep.
Or are you filming the dog?
The dog.
I need a bit of a studio overhaul. Gonna try and tidy up this area over here. This is our kind of like merch area, so all our Sunday morning show merch is down there. If you haven't got any of that, go and check it out. But that's where it all gets sorted out. And then Jordan does all his sort of Foremost stuff from home now, so he doesn't really need that space. Bernie's commandeered that area, haven't you?
Sorry.
Oh, all right. Interrupt that. So I kind of want to make, I want to make a bit of a podcasting kind of station. We've got the Two Ball show here. This station's all set up, but I just want to sort out this area. And now that Bernie's here, he can help me get it all together. And hopefully the dog will go back to sleep. And here it is. Took me a little bit of time to get it right, but we have created the podcast area that I was looking to try and get. But also, what's great about this area is I can do some reveals. So I can maybe do some opening of boxes and share that with you, because I've got the little down camera as well. So I've kind of rigged it all up. Got a microphone here. We've got the Sony A7C in the back there, which is purely class, that particular camera. and then I've got my lights set up, got my table, and then the backdrop is the 2-ball golf show. So I thought I would do a quick unveiling for you today because I've got to review whatever is in that box. So we'll have a little look at what's going on there. But then I wanted to sort of talk about as well the bit that I said that I was probably the most disappointed about when you read the title of this video, and it's "We coach, we fit, we care." And this is the concern that I have the most, is the care element. 2 weeks ago on the Sunday morning show, so many of you commented to say that you've tried your hardest to support your local pro shop, and you've not necessarily got the price that you've been looking for, or the care element afterwards, the after service. That's the key one. That's what keeps people coming back. And that's the area that I think that possibly green grass pro shops need to improve on. And this isn't just golf pro shops. I struggled recently to even get a carpet. Yeah, a carpet, trying to support those local shops around me. And the service was just so bad. Nobody actually approaching me when I'm walking into those shops, and not coming out with any idea as to what I actually need when it comes to my house. But this is something that Foremost are trying to deal with, and this is something that I know that the pros are fully aware of and need to improve on some of their services. Now, I did also mention that I was going to do a reveal, didn't I? I was going to reveal this box, what was in this box. However, I've looked at it and it's under embargo. And this is the problem, isn't it? When it comes to golf equipment, I get so many boxes that come into this office, but I never get a chance to open them in front of you because most of them are under embargo, and I need to open them up, get them ready for that video. And this is going to be the same with these as well. These are actually grips from Golf Pride. I've done a video out in Portugal where we have got some different grips that go onto putters, different type of ideas that help us create better putting strokes. And I was very impressed with them. I've got to say, it's actually quite nice for companies to start thinking a little bit more about what might help our games when it comes to feel, certainly with that putter. So I will do the reveal on this one, but it will probably be maybe even next week's Sunday morning show. But keep a lookout for that video because these grips are pretty impressive. And then a couple of other things that I really need to mention to you before we finish up this Sunday morning show, and that is our bus tour trips. We've had a fantastic trip over in Turkey, as you will have seen. I know the guys have got a lot from it and are looking to sign themselves up for next year. We're not going to go back to Turkey. We're going to go possibly to Morocco, an all-inclusive. Myself and James Ruth going to be doing that out in Morocco. So keep your eyes peeled for that particular trip. However, we do have, and I've been running them along the ticker bar down the bottom here, we do have a number of events coming up. We've got 20 spots left for our end of season French tour, and the information will be coming up on the ticker bar, which is a bus trip. It is coming out of Portsmouth. We're going to catch the ferry across to France. We've got 3 rounds of golf in France, and it will be a lot of fun on some of the best golf courses. It's like millionaires golf out there, and we're playing Dinard as well, which is, as some of you may know, is one of my favourites, and I cannot wait to share it with you guys. But we've also got a Vale of Glamorgan trip, which is our Ryder Cup match. That was going to be at Celtic Manor. We've moved it now in June, same dates in June, 20th and 21st. That's going to be down at the Vale of Glamorgan, and again, we've already had like a number of people sign up for that. We've just released it out through the channel on the social side of things. So if you have not seen that and you want to come and get involved in that, make sure you do. Myself is having a team, Leicester's having a team. We're going head to head. My team is going to win that one. And then we've also got St Melian, which is going to be down in July, and that's going to be our second bus tour trip. So we're looking forward to it. And then myself and Chris Gill in May are going to be doing a coaching trip as well. That's pretty much it for this week's Sunday morning show. Hope you've enjoyed it. We coach, we fit, we care. I think it's going to be a great video that will go down really well with the Foremost members, and hopefully you'll get a chance to see it for yourself as well. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you again. Well, I'll see you next week on the Sunday morning show, if not before.